All right, if that outer circle is moving to the left, I want that outer circle moving to the right. Keeping balance in the arena.
Now is the time for action.
Folks, we appreciate you coming down to take a seat and relax there for a moment. If you're leaving with a smile, or got a smile on your face, that's what this piece is supposed to do. Good times, good feelings. Good times, good feelings. I tell you, I'm so glad to see some of my friends from the Baltimore metropolitan area here at the Pow Wow as well. Traveling from one county to the next. And that's what this Pow Wow does, ladies and gentlemen. It just brings people from everywhere to one centralized location to do what? Have some fun. That's what it's about, have some fun. Right now, we're going to get back into the exhibitions for our dancers. We know we're working our way up to a 1:35 time period, which will be a break for our dancers. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to ask Stony Creek, stand by for Women's Fancy. Don't worry, I'm going to give you time to get your song together. Red Feather, we're going to actually get a song ready for our Boys Fancy. Boys Fancy. Women's Fancy Shawl, come on out here to the arena. All ages, Women's Fancy. We know you're here because we saw you during the grand entry. So Women's Fancy Shawl. That is the actual term, folks, that is utilized for this next category. We know that our Women's Fancy at one time did not carry the shawls draped over their shoulders, but they actually dressed like the male dancers, wearing the large bustles, moving in such a way that keep their legs up high, moving in a very, very rapid pace, keeping with the beat, doing one spin after another, and then of course stopping on the last beat of the drum. But after the 1950s, this style, of course, or at least our ladies, went through a change. Instead of wearing the bustles, they took the shawl draped over the arm of our women's traditional, and they draped them over their shoulders. And as you watch these dancers, you're gonna find that they are very coordinated in what they do. So it's not about just jumping up and down, folks. It is truly about control. It is truly about coordination. It is truly about a teaching that is exhibited not through words but by action.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're...
They can do the same step on either foot. They are balanced in their dancing. They turn in one direction, they turn in the opposite direction. And there are some beautiful designs that are not only on the shawls, but on the moccasins, the leggings, the dresses, the headgear of our ladies, such as the beaded pieces that they wear, and of course their plumes or stern feathers that they have been given. Designs that can be either geometric or very much a floral design, and that tells you the area of the country that they're from. So much detail in the littlest of things that you see before you. Once again, we'll comment more and more throughout the day, but for right now, what I want you to do, and what I want you to do throughout the song, whenever you feel like it, let's applaud our ladies at this time. Exhibition, take it away. Make sure your numbers are taken. Now I'll tell you what, folks, Stony Creek have come here to sing. What about these singers, folks? Are they putting it out on what? Stony Creek and Red Feather. I'm pumped. I am pumped. I can't get out there and dance like these ladies were dancing, but again, pumped up is, of course, the words to be used. Back in the day, way back, You know, folks, we of course have our male dancers, and as I said before, we're going to keep that balance going in a lot of ways here. And now we're going to be bringing out our boys fancy. Any of the adult fancy dancers as well, come on out in the arena, all male fancy dancers. Now, folks, these are the showstoppers right here. Give it up here for this young man. Now, he's no stranger to the applause. He's no stranger here to the arena. And
no, he's been doing this since he was little.
There's a lot of ways that he's going to get your attention. And he doesn't have to ask for it, folks, but the way that he moves, that footwork, the way he takes those dance sticks, those whip sticks, and whips around him, catching your eye, getting your attention. You know, those
now,
large items
time for action.
that are belted around his waist and that he has tied around his neck, those are called bustles. And those are, of course, made of should I say, chicken feathers, that are rooster feathers that are dyed in various colors, and that match his clothing, match his designs. And that mohawk he's wearing, you notice there's 3 feathers that he's wearing, and that's to get your attention as well. We call that a rocker, ladies and gentlemen. So instead of like the other dancers, like our grass dancers, they wear spinners. They allow the feathers to spin around. He's using what we call a rocker. That's really a northern, should I say, southern style. Now when you see those rockers, a lot of us northern style fancy, because there is a uniqueness from one to the other, we like to use those spinners. So again, there's a reason for why he's wearing what he has, folks. That's what we're trying to get across to you. Just like those leggings that he has on. Those have to represent the horse, the mountain goat. 2 animals that represent skills, that represent speed and stamina, strength. And that's what he's showing to you every time that he dances in these songs. Now, he's not going to show you everything, folks, because he's holding on to that for contest. He's just going to give you enough to make you want more. And that's why we call him a show-off. That's why we call him a showstopper. And that's why he loves the applause. So, folks, if you wouldn't mind, let's get him started with exactly that. We go down to Red Feather.
Wants you to throw money. Notice he's the only one out there, right? Woo.
That's why, folks, don't hold it back. Give it up, give it up in time.
They want Mr. Football.
Give it up, give it up. Our boys, fancy dancer extraordinary, putting on a good show here. And it's only the exhibition, folks. He might be the only one in contest and still put the work in, folks. That's what we like to see. So you notice, folks, that the individual is not actually picking up the money himself, because to keep his humbleness intact, it is the arena director, perhaps a family member or someone else, that will go out there and pick up that money that you have willingly given to that young man or to a dancer that might be out there. And that's how we keep the humbleness intact, not beating up themselves. We're going to be going over to our drums here, Stony Creek and Red Feather. We're going to ask you to do songs of your choice for these next 200 tribals. And what we're doing, folks, is that, you know, these singers, they have crazy amount of songs. We're talking about double beats, crow hops. They can slow the pace down. They can make it.
I know where my friend Ryan went. Went to go get an Indian taco.
So again, they're choosing their songs. We want them to sing whatever song they want to for these next 200 tribals. They've been singing straight songs so far, but they do have a variety of songs they can
Now
use for
is the time for action.
for our dancers to be out there in the arena. So again, Stony Creek, we're going to give you that opportunity for your intertribal coming up next. Red Feather, we want you to do the same. Here with Stony Creek, if they decide to sing a double beat or a crow hop or whatever else, then Red Feather will answer with theirs. So that's what's going on.
Look how
folks.
young they are.
We're going to call on our head man and head lady. Bring them on out, Stony Creek. If you like what you hear, folks, Stony Creek, they've got CDs for sale. All you gotta do is come up to them where they're not singing, inquire about their music. Stony Creek, they've got CDs for sale. Come on out, dancers, double beat for your enjoyment. Come on in. All dancers. Pick it up, Red Feather, pick it up.